What up, everybody? I'm doing a quick pop up live because I got a rant. I'm just, I am so tired of ain't moms. I don't understand it. Like, I'm so confused. But all these women rights, I wish y'all would take the right to do what y'all need to do instead of having these babies and just torturing not just your children but society as a whole. Like every time I get on the internet, I see something. And it's just getting annoying. So I'm gonna do a quick rant and then I'm gonna get back to my homework because I got like two tests till I'm at 225. But I want to just say something today. Somebody, and I ain't gonna say who, sent me some information on some chick I used to kick it with, right? And I'm glad I don't kick it with a lot of females as a whole because I can't kick it with no deadbeat bitch. I just can't. And it's amazing how when a dad or a man is a deadbeat or women feel like the man is a deadbeat, they get all the flack, right? But when the mom is a deadbeat, a straight deadbeat, she's trying, she's doing the best she can. And it's like, girl, come on. So I'm going to tell y'all a quick little story about this chick I used to hang out with. She was Well, she had this sense of entitlement that she was better than everybody. That's fine with me. If you feel like you're better than everybody, be better than everybody. Cool, cool, right? She was a single person. She didn't have any kids, and she seemed to look down on other people who had kids. Now, one time, somebody came up to me and they was like, "Girl, I seen her post." And the girl made a whole post about how you're disrespecting yourself by having children without getting married. She did a whole paragraph on how you should think twice before you have kids and you're doing your children a disservice without getting married before having children. And lo and behold, she ends up getting pregnant herself. Now, not only does she end up getting pregnant herself, she ends up getting pregnant by the most bummiest, dusty that I've ever encountered. And I'm like, oh, dang, that's crazy. Why didn't you see this? Like, first of all, it was so many red flags, right? This is why women get on my nerves with this narrative about men. It was so many red flags. First of all, she picked up this dude from a motel. Okay, nigga was living in a motel week to week. She go and she pick him up, she clean him up, she get him a job. That's her business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You grown. If that's what you want to do, who am I, right? She ends up getting pregnant by him. And she asked me after she gets pregnant and he leaves, what should I do? And she was scared. She was panicking because her parents are like really churchy people, right? They're really churchy type. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go on at okay, there we go. They're really churchy people. So she was afraid of what her mom thought, even though she was grown as hell. I think she was like 20. No, she was like 32 or some shit when this happened. I think she was around 32 years old when she was panicking about her parents and all that other stuff because her dad is supposed to be a pastor and all this other crazy stuff, right? So she freaking out about that. And I'm like, based on what I've seen her life and her experiences being, I told her, well, if you don't feel comfortable and you don't feel like you can raise this child, don't have the child. And she was like, yeah, I'm probably going to just, terminate the pregnancy and stuff. And I'm like, hey, if that's what you want to do, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Cool. She ended up having it. And I think it was one of those situations she thought if she had the baby, her and the dude would get closer. Women, if you out there thinking that, please stop. Please stop. Stop it. That shit don't work. Okay? Who was it? Was it Sugar Free or DJ Quick who said a baby can't keep no man? It was one of them. Anyway, y'all from the West Coast know what I'm talking about. Now, She has the baby, and that's not the part that just pissed me off. The part that pisses me off is she had the baby for no reason. She doesn't take care of this child. So somebody send me a screenshot of this bitch telling her daughter happy birthday through FaceTime. And I'm like, the caption said, "It looks like my daughter had a great birthday." And I'm like, it looks like, bitch, how come you don't know? Like, how come you're not there with her knowing this? Like, I'm so confused on why is this like this? And there's people in the comments, "Oh, happy birthday. Oh, you're doing such a great job." No, she not. Her parents are. Like, what? I am so sick. But she got a new wig though. She got a new wig. And the picture of her daughter hair wasn't combed. It's just, I get so sick of these moms out here who just don't have their priorities straight. And then they get mad at the men because they choose to have the same babies with the same dudes. Mind you, the dude she had a baby with already had a baby mama, right? And the baby mama would claim that he wouldn't take care of the child. Okay. And she was fighting for her life for that relationship, tooth and nail, only to get the same thing. Now let that sink in. So y'all know I go to BeautyCon every year. I think I went to BeautyCon every year up until COVID. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I went to BeautyCon anyway, and then when she came out, I took her to BeautyCon with me. So her daughter and my daughter are around the same age, and y'all know if y'all follow the Mary Dynasty, y'all know I always make sure my daughters be cute, especially if we got to go somewhere. So Neffy's not no exception. So I got custom outfits for my daughter every time we went to BeautyCon together. So we go to BeautyCon and the girl goes with me. She meets me up there. She doesn't go with me. She meets me up there. And she decides that she doesn't want to bring her daughter because if she brought her daughter, I guess in her mind it was too much of a task. She didn't want to do it. Okay, cool. You got somebody to watch your kid? Perfectly fine. Cool. That's your business. So my daughter, obviously the outfit that she had, she was just popping. She was so cute. And if y'all follow the Mary Dynasty or Anti Hyena Squad or even the Mary Dynasty on YouTube, you can see the pictures of her cute little outfits. They were custom made, black owned business. I got them made for her every single time, and it was worth every penny. And they would stop and say, "Oh, your daughter's so cute. She's so pretty. She's so beautiful. What's her name?" And all this other stuff. And nephew be eating it up like the little Sagittarius she is. And the girl would interrupt, be like, "I got a daughter too." And then me and the other people would be looking like, uh, okay. One poor lady was like, one poor lady was like, "Really? Where is she?" And she's like, "Oh, she's not here. I didn't bring her. I just decided not to bring her." And she's like, "Okay, well, congratulations." That woman didn't even know what to say. Cause it's like, okay, we know you got to. Everybody would know that you have a daughter if you brought your daughter, but you didn't. So why are you bringing her up? Forget about her like you forgot about her at your mama house. I don't. I wish women would stop trying to keep up with the Joneses and just keep up with your damn kids. I don't understand why. And then this sisterhood that support this nonsense and then wonder why the kids who are left behind by these ain't shit moms produce these thought thugs and they produce these hyenas and they wonder why society is jacked up. Oh, but the dad needs to stay and do no, no, we gotta make better coochie decisions and we gotta clean up whatever mess we make and own it and do something better. I don't know. It just really irritated me that this woman posts a screenshot of her saying hi, happy birthday to her daughter through FaceTime. And it's like, it's only one kid. Bitch, it's only one kid. Like, one kid is difficult for you? Just one? That's that tough. I, mm. But you know what? I blame her parents because her parents raised two ain't shit daughters. Okay. Now, the only difference between the girl and her sister don't have kids, but her sister is like in her 40s and don't have a driver's license. Like they have, like, this is why I say if men are in the household, they need to run their household how they need to run their household. Because there ain't no way you got a 40-year-old, 40-some-year-old woman in my house and don't have a driver's license. That's insane. Where and you got some of these mothers out here who are married, hey blunt girly, who are married and they sabotage their kids. And that's not talked about either. How these women sabotage their children so their children won't have shit. When them people pass away, because everybody get their time, tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. The only thing promised to people is death. That girl ain't gonna know what to do. How you 40 with no driver's license? Who thought that was a good idea? I just, I don't understand society. Somebody got to help me out here. Somebody got to help me out here. I think the world would be a better place if we stopped having babies by the same dudes and complaining about it. I think society would be better if we take action and just do things differently. Cause this, and then the girls in the comments is telling this girl, yes, you're doing it. Man, please don't tell me you're 40. Lord have mercy. Oh my God, the ghetto. If you 40, we gonna have a conversation. It's just we can't do this at 40. 40 with no license is crazy. Oh, okay. Well, you probably got a little time. But 40 is where I draw the line. I'm sorry. You just can't be 40 with no license. Like what if something happens? Do you at least know how to drive a car? Like if we're somewhere and we got to get out of here, like can we get out of here or am I screwed? Like what if I have a stomach cramp or something and I can't breathe or whatever? Am I just going to die? Like we these are questions that we have to discuss. We the first ones talk about independency. We gotta get that together. I got my driver's license when I was 18. My sister was like, no. It's Gemini season, by the way. And I'm low key kind of ready for it to already be over, but that's just me. Um, that pissed me off. I called my husband. I was so upset because I don't understand. Women will talk about men who are deadbeats, even though these are the men that they choose to have babies with, and will turn around and do the same thing. Like, in my opinion, you're deadbeat too if your parents is raising your child. How you a part-time mom and don't give me that shit about how she need help because we all need help. God damn it, there's so many mothers out here who doing it by themselves and then complaining and just doing whatever they need to do to take care of their kids. Girl, you got one kid, one child. You got one damn child. What is the problem? And she's so quiet. She don't say much. I hate it here. And then I just if a woman doesn't have it and her child doesn't have it, okay, people struggle, right? But if I see you with this new weird ass red wig that don't even fit your color with this goofy lipstick that you got on that was probably because she likes designer makeup was probably more than what you could buy for your child's clothes because children clothes don't cost that much. It really don't. You can take your ass to Kohl's right now. They got a 50% off of clearance. Okay. There is no reason why your child should be out here looking homeless while you fleek on fleek on fleek. That shit bothers me. It bothers me to the core. And then they'll step outside and then they'll pretend like they got it all together and they life is so great and they can't wait to travel. You can't wait to. This bitch says she could not wait to travel. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, bitch, you need to travel to your daughter. That's who the fuck you need to travel to. The person you had and celebrate their fucking birthday with them. That's who you need to celebrate. That's what you need to travel to. Bitch, you talk about traveling and you y'all, I can't do the ain't shit mom thing. Nobody can get me on board with that. I don't want to hear no she trying. I don't know want to hear no she doing the best that she can. She what she got. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You a ain't shit bitch if your parents are taking care of your child and you got your child part time. Mind you, you still broke. So how the fuck does that add up? Your parents is raising your child and you still ain't got no money, bitch. You just the ain't shit bitch all around. Let's call it for what it is. Can we just call it for what it is, please? Laziness. You got degree after degree after degree. The degree's not working, boo. You doing it for brownie points, and the brownie points ain't paying your bills. But then you want to talk about what kind of man you. You know what? I hate it here. I really do. I just seen something. I gotta get on these white hyenas too, because I just seen something that was just really, and I blame the sisterhood, the white sisterhood and the black sisterhood. This woman on YouTube portraying Mother of the Year, a whole time she cutting her baby's legs and pouring honey and cayenne pepper on their legs, like, and y'all support. Oh my god, girl, the degrees be motherfucking firewood and shit. Like I'm just like, what up, beauty? Somebody sent me a screenshot of some girl I used to kick it with, and I cut off people if I feel like our energy just doesn't match anymore. And it really didn't after she had a kid. I don't like selfish people. I don't like selfish mothers. If you're gonna be selfish, be by yourself. Don't have no kids. My sister said long time ago she's selfish. That's why she didn't have no kids, and I respected that. Own it. But to these hoes having kids and they want to be outside and it got to be all about them and their hair done and their kids out here looking homeless is crazy. I went to the store the other day and my son was laughing at me because I got irritated because I seen this hyena walking down the street, braids, colorful and stuff. She's looking like every single damn color on the rainbow. She walking with her kids, the daughter way behind her. So fuck her walking in front of you to be safe. She just behind you trying to keep up, your hair braided, her hair ain't combed, and she looks hot and tired, and you got the water bottle in your hand. I wanted to run her over. I just can't understand that society gives you options to have kids, don't they? If you don't feel like you're capable of taking care of kids, just don't have them. Don't do it to keep the dude around or in hopes that he'll change for you. He won't. Oh, anyway, so somebody sent me that screenshot and I was just so disgusted. And I was like, I know y'all women have been and men have been with that before. Have you ever looked at a motherfucker and say, damn, I'm glad I don't kick it with that weird bitch no more? I'm just so glad I didn't kick it with that weird bitch. I'm gonna tell y'all how we stopped talking because I cut her ass off. So back to the BeautyCon thing. And I told Meek I was gonna tell her this. We go to BeautyCon and I brought my daughter. And Neffy was about one when we went to BeautyCon. Like I said, I go every year. I'm glad I didn't go last year because I heard it was a shithole and they need to get Candy back ASAP before I could go. Because that, mm-mm. Anyway, I go to BeautyCon every year and she decides that she wants to go because she knows I go every year. She doesn't bring her daughter, I bring mine. I bring my kids everywhere. Girl, so we go to BeautyCon and I got Neffy and we walking around and stuff like that. Neffy has two bottles, I believe. She had two bottles, right? She's about, I think, 10 or 11 months. And we running around and stuff, and I'm helping her out. And she's like, well, can you go with me outside to get food? I said, okay, I'll go outside with you to get food. I go outside with her to get food, and we wait for her food. And I'm like, well, while she's ordering her food, let me order my food. And it's really hot. So I'm like, okay, um, let me. I said, can you take her inside for real quick? Because it's getting really, really hot. Just take her inside for me real quick while I go wait for my food. She was like, okay, I got you. And this is when I was like, I know you a new mom, bitch, but come on. So she takes Neffy inside. I go inside and I'm like, where's Neffy's bottle? She was like, her bottle? Oh, I don't know. And I said, it was right there when I left it with you. You don't know what happened to it? She goes, oh no, I think it was a sippy cup. I think it was a sippy cup. Neffy went on that damn bottle in no 9 months. It was a sippy cup. I don't play that. Um, and she was like, no, I don't have it. So Neffy started getting agitated because she started getting hungry. Now, if anybody kicks it with me, I'm a cool person to kick it with. But if you do know me, and there's some people who do know me on here, I be all over the place. Okay. So sometimes I be on it and sometimes I don't. It just depends what day you get me. So I'm like, now my daughter's irritated. She's agitated and I ain't got nothing to put it in. Nothing to put her milk in or anything. So now, fast forward now, I'm like, damn, I could have just gave her some French fries. I could have just, it was so many variables that I could have done, right? But when I told her I can't find her bottles, this bitch tells me, well, I'm about to go see Kelly Rowland real quick. I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, I'm about probably gonna go because my daughter don't have a bottle. So I'm gonna go buy her one and I'm gonna keep it moving. And she was like, oh, okay. Mind you, she was supposed to come and stay with me at my sister's house instead of the Airbnb she was staying at. My sister lives in LA, like in the heart of LA. Okay. You could get anywhere quick from her spot. It's lovely, it's bomb. So I was like, oh no, this bitch ain't coming to stay with me. You better keep fighting with that lady you bought that Airbnb for. You can't even help me look for the bottle. And not even help me look for the bottle. You couldn't help me look like get ideas. Girl, get her some French fries. Go. Cause I'm not thinking, I'm panicking. My daughter doesn't have her stuff. Like she has her formula and everything, but a container to put it in. You could have spoon fed her. But I'm not thinking that. I'm all over the place because I'm like, my baby is tripping. I gotta get her together. And I was like, go ahead, see Kelly Rowland, girl. Go on see Kelly Rowland. Soon as I got in my car, because I was supposed to give her a ride back where we lived at, I said she'll catch the bus. So she ended up having to catch the bus back home, which was fine. That's how she got there. I mean, I offered to take her there, but you knew you had extra money. Do what you do, bitch. And I just blocked her number because I'm like, as a friend, when you kick it with females, and I know her intention was not pure because she had this jealousy thing about her. No shade to the Capricorns, but there's two different types. There's ones that will ride or die for you, and then there's the jealous ones that think everything is a motherfucking competition. I don't care what nobody say. Okay, that's why they don't really get along with fire signs that well. So she was a Capricorn. And I was just like, oh, it's cool. I just won't talk to you anymore. And then I just cut her off after that because the energy was just no longer needed. And then from that point on, I seen how she did stuff with her daughter. She doesn't put her daughter first. Her daughter is last. Her daughter be having these school events and she goes, look, my daughter had a certificate today. Look what my parents sent me. And I'm like, bitch, why are we looking at this through your parents' eye view? Girl, I tell you, I sometimes it depends on what kind of Capricorn I get. But it really, really depends. You got ones that will be very overprotective of you and try to protect you and they have your back. And you got the other ones who are jealous as hell. And those are the ones you stay away from for real. Cause I had her as a friend, and then I had my best friend who's also a Capricorn who didn't play that. But anyway, needless to say, I left BeautyCon early and I went and bought my baby a bottle and she had a bottle. And then I went to go out and eat with my sister and hang out and have a rest of the good time. I I could have went back to BeautyCon, but I was like, nah, because I was just like, I can't be around a bitch like that. She was already irritated because people kept complimenting my daughter. And then she would always say, well, I have a daughter too. And it's like, I mean, that wouldn't been in question if you brought your daughter. And that was my fault too. Because I shouldn't. How do I know this bitch was that dumb, right? I thought, with all the degrees she had and stuff, she'd have some type of sense to do anything. But that was a lesson learned for me. I should have had multiple bottles. I thought I did, but I think I packed the wrong bag. Cause I bought, oh my God, y'all, I need help. I bought like 5 different outfits. And she didn't even get to wear all of them because it was just too many, and she just wore them like one time to take pictures in. I'm really ridiculous with my children. I don't ask me why I'm this way, but I guess that's why I get so offended when I see these moms with these new wigs on and these lace fronts and all this other stuff, and their daughters and their sons and their kids just be looking like they need to go to the corner of McDonald's and hold up feed me signs. That's probably why I get irritated by that. And then she got in a relationship for some time, and that ended because she can't keep nobody. That's beside the point. But she prioritized the dude more than she did her daughter. I don't like that shit either. This is what, and I see women on YouTube doing this shit too. I ain't even gonna call you out, bitch, but you weird. And I know you're watching, or the message will get to you. You're weird. Any female that prioritizes a dude over their children is crazy to me. Like you, these women would date strangers, men they don't know, and prance him around like he's just the best thing. I think she met this one dude. Hey, Miss Brady. I think she met this one dude. I don't know where she met him at, but she's one of those type of women who think if she dates outside of her culture or her race, she would end up doing better. But she got the same results. She was divorced from a white man. The dude that she ended up dating that flopped, he was Arabic or something like that. He was something Middle Eastern or something like that. And she would hold him to the highest regard every day, posting about him. And everybody's like, damn, she posting this dude more than she posts her daughter. That relationship flopped. Women got to put, y'all got to put your priorities in order. Because I've seen a woman who moved a strange nigga that she don't know in her house, requesting my husband to shake that ass on some weird shit. And this man living in your house. For what? And then when something, God forbid, if something happens to your child, you sitting here looking stupid because of the wrong decisions you're making as a mother. Miss Brady, somebody sent me a screenshot of this girl that I used to kick it with before she had kids. And they sent me a screenshot of her telling her, talking about how she said, I guess she had a good birthday today. And it was a screenshot of her FaceTiming her daughter, telling her daughter happy birthday. Because her parents are raising her daughter. And it pissed me off because it's one child. So it's really not difficult with one child. I had two children by myself that I had to juggle at one point in my life. So one should not be that difficult. She moved out of the town we lived in, thought she was doing something because she moved out of the town we lived in, and she doesn't have any kids, but she's still broke. Well, she do have a kid, but her mom is raising her child. But same thing. You don't see her. I wouldn't even say she's a part-time mom. She's just an ain't shit mom. And so somebody sent me the screenshot, and I just got so irritated. And I was just like, I am so glad I don't kick it with this bitch no more, because I would have already cussed her out. I'm that type of friend. If I see you doing some weird shit, or I feel like you need to be corrected with something, I'm gonna say something. And I would have been told her, bitch, when you gonna get your daughter back? Your daughter damn near about to be out of elementary school. Like, when are you gonna get your daughter? How long does it take for your parents to raise your kids and your shit's not together? I don't get it. I be so confused. And then her daughter never looked like nothing. She never dresses her daughter up. Her daughter hair ain't never combed. I guess her parents are too old to do it all the time, but it's not really their responsibility. They doing the best they can with what they got. I just, that girl's gonna go through so many psychological issues because unfortunately for society, single motherhood is the norm. But when you take even the single mother away, you really, really destroy these children. And these women don't care. But when they get some little musty meat in their face, they ready to jump ship for the first dude and try to start over. I just it really irritated me. You know she got a new wig, Miss Brady, for a red wig that don't even match her color. It don't match her like it don't because it's like I don't even think I honestly don't think this matches anybody color. The Ronald McDonald red. No. You have to do something more earth tony. I just don't like that color on anybody. I wouldn't like it on me. That's just my opinion. It's too much. It's greasy looking, it's laid, it's curled, so you know it's new. Amazon or not, you know it's new. And her daughter got this old ponytail in her hair. You don't know how long it's been up in her head. I just, I don't get it. And then she'll sit on the internet and say what she will take and what she won't take from a man. Girl, don't no man want you. You're not even a woman who's not even loyal to their own child is something men should definitely frown upon. And I'm sure they do. You're not even loyal to your child to have your child full time. Yeah, Miss Brady, don't do that no more, ma'am. I can't. I can't. There's different kind of reds though, like the fall look, like the ginger red. I seen Beauty Ethics with a red color, and that was nice. It was not too like bright blood red type. You know what I'm saying? It was like more earth tony, if that makes sense. Like the fall look. The red on the fall look, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all would have seen how this color was looking on her, oh, child. Anyway, then talk about how they ain't got no money. This person, and mind you, for somebody who she's a veteran. She used to be in the military. Let's put a pin in that. So she goes to school for free. She get a lot of benefits. She had a GI Bill and she decided to sell her home. Okay, that's fine. Whatever you did, what you did. But where's the setup for your child? Like you get extra benefits. And I know they don't give much to the military. I'm so sick of the military screwing over veterans. I get that part. But for a bitch, if you gonna get on here and brag on the internet that you got all these degrees and you're getting your masters and now you're going for your doctorates, just a typical hyena, a typical hyena for a paperweight. If the bachelor's, wait, no, I'll even go even deeper. If the associate's degree and the bachelor's degree and the master's degree didn't get you a good job, what you think this doctorate's gonna do? Make the school richer? Yeah, she was in the military. Sure was. Dumb as hell. Being in the military don't make you a good parent. I'll tell you that much. That really irritated me because it's the girl's birthday, her hair not done. Like, if you're not going to do a party for her, you're going to get her gifts. Okay, do that, but do something. And if you don't have it like that, to me, that's a problem because you don't have any kids to raise. She had her child for a little bit and it got too much for her. She had her in daycare and she couldn't keep up. And that's because of the choices that she made. Didn't nobody tell you to move to a place where you cannot afford and you can't get with it? And she one of those type of people who brag about not receiving assistance. And it's like you can't brag about not receiving your assistance if your parents are taking care of your child. Like even the parents who receive assistance, at least they taking care of their kids and trying to do something. I personally feel like she should have just terminated the pregnancy at this point because why are you wasting this child's time? And as a little girl, little girls is gonna want their mom. That's just what it is. It's so much to do. It's so much to relate to. It's so much stuff I'm gonna do with my daughters this summer with tea time and all this other stuff. Kids are ghetto. I get it, but if you have them and you raise them right, it's worth it. But at least try. Don't just give them to your mama because you felt like she did a good job with you. Because I don't feel like she did a good job with you. Because if she did a good job with you, you be raising your own child. That's just my opinion. I have so much respect for women who decide to not have kids because they feel like they're not ready or they feel like they're too selfish or they feel like, I just don't want to do it. I have more respect for women like that than these women out here just having it and producing babies and then disposing them when they're not getting the rewards and benefits from the babies they have. I can't do it with bitches like that. And there's so many of them. Rich or poor, it's so many of them. A lot of these, that's why Nick Cannon got so many baby mamas because of the benefit that comes with carrying his baby. This is why Chris Brown has got what he got. This is why 50 Cent got what he got. These women are having babies with these men and regular men who probably just work at McDonald's or got them a Dodge Durango or a Dodge Charger or something. And they will have babies with these men in the hopes that these men want to be a part. And some men just don't want to be fathers. And then they get mad at the dad. But then after they get mad at the dad because they can't use him as a weapon and as a pawn, they throw him over to their parents. That's not fair. That's not fair, especially if I see you on the internet trying to perpetrate like you got it like that. I was so glad when that man got on there and blasted his ex-wife for not taking care of his kids. Oh, and Miss Brady, I seen this one story. It just pissed me off. It's a YouTuber. I can't even think of her name right now. Um, but she had this YouTube name called Eight Passengers. And when it was about her kids and her husband, right? Her husband ended up being estranged from her because she just started doing weird shit. This bitch punished her daughter for not bringing her own lunch to school and told her daughter that since she didn't pack her own lunch, she couldn't eat. And I think the daughter was about 5 or 6. So she got to 1 million subscribers some way, somehow. And the frustration for me is that these women on YouTube with these kids be getting all these subscriptions and all these, girl, you're doing it. You're doing the best you can. Whole time they terrorizing their kids or they not doing right by their kids. And it's just so weird to me how some of these women can get to 1 million subscribers and I think she got like 2 million or 4 million. YouTube ended up deleting the channel. But what happened was the son got tired, honey, and he escaped and ran to a neighbor's house and he was all taped up and stuff. This woman was taping up her children. She was pouring cayenne pepper on. Oh, thank you, Blunt Girly, for the shout out. What's up, Rex? She was torturing these kids with her partner, not her husband, but her partner. And they didn't find out until that little boy ran away and the neighbor called the police. The neighbor was so distraught from the situation. You can hear on the 911 call he was choking up. This is a grown man, mind you, choking up, about to cry because he's seeing the condition this little boy is in. But she got to 1 million subscribers and she's doing great and she's doing good. There's another chick on here named Live Life with Live or Live Laugh or whatever her name is. And her kids had a graduation. She didn't even show up to it. She had all types of excuses on why she didn't go because you don't like the bitch your baby daddy with. And then she still got people, girl, we support you. Girl, we understand. You didn't want to go to jail. And I'm like, these hyenas are crazy. Let me see about if you probably go on YouTube right now and type in the passenger eight passengers mom, because I forget what her name is. Um, the her YouTube name was eight passengers. Eight. Passenger, excuse me, y'all. I've been doing voice writing all day and my tongue is like, ah. So you look that up. She's all over the news. Everybody's talking about her on YouTube. And she was torturing her kids, taping them up, just doing all types of weird stuff to these kids. You found it. I told you what's her name? It's quick to find. She not hard. It's quick to find. Disgusting. But she got to 1 million subscribers though. Yeah, the 8 Passengers channel. I forgot the mom's name. I think the mom's name was start with an R. I want to say it was like Robin or Rachel or something like that. And she was torturing her kids. This is and even with the woman who got blasted by the ex-husband crying, talking about she was trying to make a way for her kids, whole time he got full custody. Women gotta stop supporting these hyenas out here who got a sad story, who want to try to manipulate you to send them money or pay for their Amazon purchases and all that other weird shit. They need to, they're like, we gotta stop supporting these people. There, who else? The channel. There's another channel on here of a chick that I've been looking at who's been torturing her estranged husband for months. Her name is the T and K family. Her name is Mama T. She another one. She lets her kid. She literally uses her child as a weapon. And she got these dumbass supporters supporting her, saying, "Girl, you're tough, you're strong." And when she mad at her ex-husband, well, they're not even divorced because she won't get them divorced. If you guys go back to my older videos, you'll see what happened. This woman ended up leaving her husband because she was cheating on him with some old dude. Got pregnant, didn't know who the baby daddy was. Um, her and her husband became estranged. She went and got her own place, Section 8, lost it because she had the old dude that she was screwing around with at her spot, and she wasn't allowed to do that. So she lost her Section 8, ended up homeless. He couldn't take her in. So I guess the dude she was screwing with just wasn't enough. She goes back to her husband. Her husband lets her stay. She ends up sneaking and filing a restraining order on this man behind his back. And the police end up putting him out of his own shit. And she's still in there now, living in his apartment. I do not understand society. And then she has, I think, over 100,000 subscribers of women saying, "You're doing good, girl. Just keep going." And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with society? Just hood rat shit all around. And these women be having sons. These are, yeah, you remember that Miss Brady? And she's still in his spot, talking about she can't wait to get her another spot. Mind you, she was trying to get a spot through DV. And there's so many women who are actually going through DV, but she decided to lie on her husband and say he was committing a form of DV because of mental abuse. Girl, what? But women support her. She's trying so hard. She's taking care of her kids and yada, 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 yada. But she out here doing this fuck shit. Now, one thing I will say, she do keep her daughters kept. I won't take that away from her. Their hair always done, the sun always cut. You know, she do take care of them. But emotion wise, 1 minute they can see their dad, next minute they can't. And the triplets that she has is not even by her husband. It's a whole clusterfuck. I just this is why I was like, yeah, let me detox from this YouTube shit. But there's a that I just seen on, if you go on YouTube right now, there's a woman whose son called the police on her on accident. Well, it wasn't really on accident. He did it on purpose. Because when you try to teach your kids right, it backfires, right? He called the police on his mom because she had drugs in her house, and that is illegal. And she ended up getting arrested because the son called the police on his own mama because he thought he was doing the right thing. Like, "Mom, what you got these drugs for? You know it's illegal. I'm calling the police on you." Child, that's why I say these white hyenas is just as bad, child. I'm gonna do a reaction to that because the boy answered the door. He was pissed off because what you doing with drugs in the house, mama? And she got arrested. She got arrested. Ma'am, why do you have drugs around your kid to where he can find it and call the police? I got you. I'm going to save it. It's going to be up here. I just got on here real quick because that particular situation pissed me off. I don't like women who put themselves above their kids. And I've said that so many times. And there's so many goofy hyenas out here who get mad because I state this. But this is what ruins the community. The T and K family, it's the letter T and NK. And I believe you can see like me reacting to the videos. You know what? It's Love Live. I think it's Love Live because I don't subscribe to her, but I watch somebody on here named Destiny Reacts who goes over a lot of that woman's content. And she's steady just doing some stupid stuff. And the dad has full custody. And for the father to have full custody, you know you ain't shit, mom. But she just got her YouTube silver plaque for reaching 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's just lovely with women, right? Women don't hold you accountable. There's a lot of women on YouTube who don't hold you accountable until you do them wrong. And that's crazy. That has to stop. No problem. No problem. Can we? Okay, I'm going to say this one thing and then I'm going to get off because I got like 2% on my phone. Y'all, stop promoting that goofy chick on YouTube. Now, I'm guilty of it myself because I did a video about her, but she has a track record. Remember that chick who said that the guy made her pay, send her cash app for dinner because he said he was catfished? Well, she can't. She keeps coming out with random stuff to go viral. Stop supporting that hyena. She does it for attention. I don't even think the mental stability is there 100%. But I'm gonna need y'all to stop supporting that. I don't want to see that heifer no more. Like she went viral again talking about how she looks like Rihanna. And I'm like, she's just trolling. And everybody's like, no, she's serious. I'm like, no, she's goofy and y'all feeding into it. This is like what her third story of her trying to get viral. Everybody trying to be the new Reese Tisa. I am tired. Okay. I am tired. What did Pound Cake say? I am tired. And it ends today. We got to stop promoting her. I got her on my page that one time. And then when I start seeing it, first of all, the queen of accountability, shout out to Daphne. You guys go subscribe to Queen of Accountability if you haven't. She drops so much dimes on bitches that need it. Go to her page. And she outed the girl for faking these stories to get Amazon clicks and stuff and gifts and stuff. But I'm gonna get off here because I'm at 1% and my phone is really about to die. I will holla at y'all later.